I'm kind of curious why I'm here today. I was pretty sure I served my sentence out.
And you never showed up for the sentence. You never got sentenced. I
When I
told
was
you in
released.
the courtroom what the day was
But
to
I
be
didn't have
here.
a physical, I physically did not have a sheet that said I needed to return to the court. And I'm supposedly on the FBI list. Who knows why, but
I'm not very happy with you. You blew off your sentencing date. You never called your lawyer. And I'm going to decide at that time whether to let you out on Tuesday or give you the balance of 93 days in jail. So you might want to work on your attitude a little bit.
All right, folks, buckle up, because today we've got a classic train wreck of courtroom drama. A woman who decided her court date just wasn't important enough to show up for. Yeah, she flat out blew off her sentencing. And now she's sitting in front of Judge Middleton, trying to act confused about why she's even there. Spoiler alert, he is not buying it. The hearing starts with her blurting out, "I'm kind of curious why I'm..."
Is a bench warrant arraignment in the matter of People versus Amanda Marion Jewell. Is that you?
yes, it is.
I'm Judge
Just
Middleton. I'm here at the
Can I help,
courthouse.
Mr. Mason?
Your
I'm curious
attorney.
why I'm here today.
What's that?
I'm kind of curious why I'm here today. I was pretty sure I served my sentence out.
You never showed up for the
2022.
sentence.
I was pretty sure I was released to, and I served my entire sentence for the entire in 2022.
That might have been in front of Judge Stutzman, but
No,
in
it
this
was in front of
case,
you. It was in front
file
of you.
212545.
You were the judge in the case.
All right. Well, in this case, you're charged with illegal entry.
Here, correct?
Yes. And the matter was set for sentencing
I thought I'd already served my sentence.
on August 31st.
I thought that's when I got out.
Uh,
2022. I was here for like 60 days.
Let's go through the history of this. Ms. Casey Strong is here with us from the public defender staff. And I asked her to come in. All right, let's go back. On December 21st, you allegedly illegally entered
So in 2022, I was picked up and
All
served
right.
the rest of the
Just wait,
sentence.
I'm going through this.
Okay.
You got arrested and posted a bond in January of 2022.
Yep.
Attorney Timothy George was appointed to represent you, but he had a conflict, and the attorney then became Rhonda Ives. On July 13th of 2022, you got arrested for failing to appear, and you pled not guilty again. So I set the matter for an attorney pretrial for August 5th of 2022. You pled guilty to the charge on August 5th. So you trespassed on the house that Jamison Norman owned and allegedly trashed the place. You were in jail for 25 days. I gave you a PR bond and set the matter for sentencing for September 12th, which you promptly never appeared again whatsoever. So your bluster this morning is wasted. You were in jail for 25 days. You entered a plea. I let you out of jail, and you never showed up for the sentence. You never got sentenced.
I never got any notice to appear.
I'm here today. I thought I already served my sentence. Oh boy. Right from the start, she's on the wrong foot. Middleton doesn't waste a second. He shuts her down, reminding her plain and simple, you skipped sentencing. You didn't call your lawyer, you didn't appear, and now we're cleaning up the mess you created. But instead of showing a little humility, she doubles down. She swears she never got a notice to appear, claims she served her sentence already, and even throws in some bizarre side note about supposedly being on the FBI list. Like, what does that have to do with skipping sentencing? Absolutely nothing. This is what sovereign citizens do best: deflect, deny, and derail. Middleton, though, he's got receipts. He starts walking her step by step through her history. The illegal entry charge, the plea she entered, the bond.
I told
when I
you in the
left.
courtroom.
When
I may have
left,
even
I
given you
never got
something.
a-
I told you
a
the matter was
physical-
set for sentencing on September 12th of 2022. I asked for victim input and a police report. Miss Norman was watching this house for her grandmother and contended that you or others trashed the place. So I set the matter for sentencing. I let you out of jail and you paid me back by never showing up again.
I don't remember ever getting a notice to appear
I
after when I
told
was
you in
released.
the courtroom what the day was
But
to
I
be
didn't have
here.
a physical, I physically did not have a sheet that said I needed to return to the court.
Well, we sent it, which is the address that you gave me in the courtroom.
Well,
That was mailed to
I'm
that
sure
address
that
on
address
August
is no
31st.
longer, I cannot receive mail there. The house has been condemned.
So
I cannot receive-
on that day, your lawyer tried to call you several times, had no contact with you since you got out of jail. And the complainant was present and ready to give information about your case.
Well, the complainant was in the parking lot when I left the jail that day and threatened my life.
All right.
Norma
Well,
is her name?
no. Her name is
The
Jameson.
the woman that was watching the residence was in the parking lot that day when I left and threatened my life.
Okay. So
And I
anyway,
didn't have a
you
phone or
never called
anything
your
to
lawyer.
call, so
Your lawyer was unable to reach you and you never showed up. So how did you get arrested last night?
I didn't get arrested last night. I was arrested on Sunday.
Where is that? So Sunday would have been February 10th, Super Bowl Sunday. How did you come to get arrested?
On my property.
Did they arrest you for something else or did they just find there was
Yes.
this warrant?
They arrested me for something else. This popped up
And
when
then
I
found this.
was going to be let out.
All right. What was the charge in Kalamazoo?
A false charge of controlled substance, dangerous drugs, and I'm supposedly on the FBI list. Who knows why, but
Funds she got, the sentencing date he personally gave her in court. He even mentions the complainant who was ready to testify, someone who claimed she trashed the property she trespassed on. Every detail lined up, and still, she insists she never knew. It's honestly painful to watch. She keeps interrupting, trying to twist the narrative, but every excuse sounds thinner than the last. And Middleton's patience? You can see it thinning too. He makes it crystal clear. She didn't get sentenced. She bailed on her court date. And now she's back in front of him because of her own actions. And here's where it gets really bold. He reminds her that she was given a favor. He let her out of jail, trusted her to come back for sentencing. And how did she repay that trust? By disappearing for over 2 years. Middleton doesn't mince words. Her bluster, as he calls it, is wasted. At this point, you can tell where this is heading. This isn't just about missing a date. It's about respect, or in her case, the complete lack.
All right. So is that, and then they were gonna bond you out. They found this warrant in St. Joe County.
yep. This. And I need to get out of here as fast as possible because I'm trying to get my taxes paid on my house so I can start renovations.
Okay.
Before the 1st of March, definitely.
All right, very good. I'll set this matter for sentence and hopefully we can get Miss Ives here The first day I have is February 21st.
And I have court in Kalamazoo on the 21st. Do I have to stay in jail till, this matter goes to court? I would think that since it's a misdemeanor, I wouldn't have to stay in jail.
You're mistaken. I'm not very happy with you. You blew off your sentencing date. You never called your lawyer. The complainant came twice. You're trying to bluster me to tell me that you already got sentenced and did a bunch of jail time. I did you a favor by letting you out of jail, and you promptly responded by.
I thought I did. My mistake.
Okay.
I just want to get the matter resolved, and I don't want to miss being able to get my property taken care of before March. And I don't want to miss my other court dates in Kalamazoo.
Fair enough.
Trying to keep a better schedule. Only can do that if, you know, we can work together. Because this is only a misdemeanor. Not that that makes it any less important.
There we go. Your lawyer is set to be here next Tuesday.
Have to be here till
February
Tuesday?
20. Yes.
Really?
We also need to give notice to the complaining witness.
So I can't get any, I can't, because now I have a way to get here. Before I didn't have a way to get here.
Yes.
I don't understand why I couldn't be released. If I do have a way to get here, I know I have a way to get here. Before I did not.
Well, you do now, because you have no bond. I'm going to deal with you on Tuesday, and I'm going to decide at that time whether to let you out on Tuesday or give you the balance of 93 days in jail. So you might want to work on your attitude a little bit. I'll have your lawyer, Rhonda Ives, here at that time. We'll have the complainant here. I'm going out of my way to set this as soon as I can on a date that your attorney is already scheduled to be here. Just because you're strenuous in your statement doesn't mean it's correct. The bottom line is, I let you out of jail. You blew me off. You never showed up. You never called your lawyer. Your lawyer couldn't call you. I told you the date in the courtroom. I mailed the notice to the address that you gave me. You've been AWOL for 2.5 years. So we'll deal with this on Tuesday. No, this is it. I'll see you Tuesday at 9 o'clock.
Of it. Judges don't take kindly to being ignored, and when you try to play games with someone like Middleton, you're asking for consequences. By now, Judge Middleton has laid out the facts, and you'd think most people would shut their mouth, nod, and maybe show a little remorse. Not her. She keeps talking over him, spinning wild excuses, and even claims the complaining witness threatened her life in a parking lot. It's like every sentence out of her mouth is another attempt to dodge responsibility. But Middleton isn't having it. He's not raising his voice, he's not rattled, he's just cutting through every excuse with calm, sharp precision. He reminds her, notices were mailed, her lawyer tried calling, she knew the date, she still skipped out. Case closed. Then she tries one more desperate angle, asking if she really has to stay in jail until the new hearing. She even says, I thought since it's only a misdemeanor, I wouldn't have to stay locked up. Only a misdemeanor? Middleton doesn't let that slide. He makes it clear. She blew off sentencing, ignored her lawyer, and wasted everyone's time. That's not a free pass. That's a ticket straight back behind bars, and then comes the hammer. He tells her flat out, on Tuesday he'll decide whether she gets out or whether she serves the full 93 days in jail. And he adds a cutting warning. You might want to work on your attitude a little bit. Translation? Stop the excuses or it's going to cost you. The way she sits there yawning, shrugging, and trying to talk circles around the judge, it's almost surreal. She doesn't realize that every word is digging her hole deeper. Middleton ends it clean. He gave her a chance once, she blew it, and now it's up to him whether she gets another, and honestly, looking at her demeanor, I wouldn't bet on it. Judges remember disrespect. They remember when you waste the court's time. And this woman? She's done both, so now she waits. Sitting in jail, facing the very real possibility of 93 more days, all because she thought skipping sentencing would just go away. That's the thing about denial. It always catches up to you. And when it does, it usually looks a lot like Judge Middleton staring you down and saying, "We'll deal with this on Tuesday."